The Korean War, aka the Forgotten War, June 25th, 1950 to July 27th, 1953. The Korean War's nickname is the Forgotten War because it was in between two major wars, World War II from 1939 to 1945 and Vietnam War from 1955 to 1975. At the end of World War II, the Japanese, who took control of Korea during their quest for expansion, were pushed out of Korea back to Japan. This left the United States to occupy a capitalist South, while the Soviet Union occupied a communist North. By 1948, Korea was divided into two by the 38th parallel, the South led by Syngman Rhee and the North led by Kim Il-sung. The Soviet troops left North Korea in 1948 and the US troops left in 1949, leaving North and South Korea in control of themselves. However, North and South Korea, being enemies of each other, would not accept the boundary that divided them. The North Koreans attacked South Korea on June 26, 1950. North Korea was advancing beyond the 38th parallel. In September of 1950, the North Koreans had taken over all of South Korea except Busan. This was a problem for the United States. Harry S. Truman, who was president at this time, was afraid of the domino effect. The domino effect is if one country falls to communism, others will fall too. At the end of September in 1950, the South Koreans pleaded for help. The United States first demanded that North Korea withdraw its troops, but the North Koreans did not listen. This gave the US and 15 more countries in the UN alliance reason to send troops to help South Korea. The troops arrived and defended Busan for some time until reinforcements came. In August, the reinforcements came. With the numbers and strength and army, the UN forces went on the offensive attack. On September 15, 1950, the whole of South Korea was taken back. But the UN did not stop there. Truman, scared that the Chinese would join the war, approved the attack into North Korea. By November 25, 1950, the UN forces took over almost all of North Korea. However, the Chinese joined in with 230,000 troops to help North Korea. On January 7, 1951, the Chinese and North Korean gained back all of North Korea. In January, the front between North and South Korea was stable. The standstill set in. When Dwight D. Eisenhower was elected, he sought to end the war for 2 years. Finally, on July 27, 1953, an armistice/treaty was signed. The Korean War ultimately ended in a stalemate. The borders dividing North and South Korea changed a little, with South Korea gaining 1,500 square miles, and North Korea gaining the city of Kaesong. In the end, more than 5 million people died. I am Jonathan Dickmann. This concludes my presentation on the Korean War.